Hey guys, welcome back to Dalesha's Life.
Hello.
Like we said in our last video, we were gonna come to you guys and kind of break it down and explain why, at this moment, we didn't choose to move to Florida.
Miami, specifically.
Anyway, so as y'all saw the apartments with us, the inside were really nice. The lobby was nice.
Inside of the units was nice.
Yeah, that's what I said. Inside the units, I thought that's what I said.
And then you said the lobby.
You're gonna have to raise the voice.
I think they can hear me.
But it was all
One word at a time.
it was all nice until you got to the first floor. The first unit we saw was okay, right?
The unit was fine. Yeah, the apartment itself
and
was
it was
fine.
furnished. We were looking for something furnished just so we can see if we wanted to stay there for a year. So we didn't want to buy
Right, because
furniture.
the idea was we were going to live there for a year, test it out as renting, and then if we loved it down there in Miami, whatever, then we would buy and, plant roots and start the whole process of living down there permanently. So during the rental phase, we'd keep the condo here, leave our furniture here, the important stuff, and then just use get a furnished place, and then
That's why we took his mom, because she can see, fairly well, right? I mean, she wears glasses, but
yeah,
but she can see.
she's better than us. Let's put it that way.
So we took her eyes.
Left the rest of her back here.
So she told us everything looked good. They kept up the furniture and everything, and but the hallway was like. The first hallway was really hot and stuffy, no air conditioning, which is weird because, like we said, we were in Miami, Florida in the summer. So, I mean, it kind of made me think of the hotel that we went to earlier this year in February, that the AC didn't work except for on the first floor.
Yeah.
And so we didn't like that part, but it came with, I don't know if we mentioned this, but it came with a lot of stuff, like a bus that would take you to many different places, the realtor told us, and a hair salon, a little food place, like a bunch of stuff, I guess, to make it easier to live in there, because the hallways were, you want to, talk?
No, I think you're doing a great job.
No, I did a lot of talking, explaining.
Pretty much what she said. No, but yeah, the issues with the building are what she's saying, that the buildings are old, and older buildings require a lot of maintenance, they require a lot of updates, etc. But instead of doing those updates, for example, like she said, they decide to put a salon, they decide to put a little restaurant, they decide to lock the elevator so only residents can get on, but instead of using a key, right? Thank you. You just.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Spoilers.
Finger scanner.
Right. So, which had to probably cost a fortune. But then on the hallways, in the hallways, for example, there's no air conditioning. It's also carpeted, which in itself is, with the humidity down there for 9 months out of the year. I mean, so everything was wrong, and they don't fix the things that should be fixed first. Everything else should be secondary, but they don't do that. So.
And that's how we felt about the hotel we stayed in. The downstairs was nice, but
right. The lobby is always nice. Everything.
And then around the lobby.
Many things in Miami. I'm gonna give the end summary right now, and then we'll keep talking later. But okay, everything in Miami is superficially nice on the exterior. The lobby, let's say, the exterior of a building, etc. The rest is not, and the rest would probably be it has remnants of third world to me. I mean, all my family's from Buenos Aires. I've been going there all my life. I've been to Puerto Rico. I've been all over the world. The third world I'm not a stranger to the third world, and
so he's not just throwing words around.
Correct. This is very reminiscent, and it's very difficult to put my finger on it. But if you've been to the third world and you've seen things in Latin America, things like that, you would recognize the same thing. So anyway, very superficial. Once you get a little bit deeper, things start to change a little bit, and there are things that we're not used to dealing with in the United States. So, your turn.
I thought you was going back and.
No. We'll keep talking through the video. I'm saying I'll jump in with other things, but I just wanted to give that thing.
Yeah, but the carpet, you didn't explain why the carpet was so bad.
I did. The carpet is bad because
humidity.
yes, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, you're not listening. She's not listening. She's just prepared to.
I'm prepared.
She's thinking about the next thing she's gonna say.
No, I'm prepared to leap off this bench if there's a squirrel.
There's one right there.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Stop. Don't lie to me.
Sorry.
My eyesight's better than yours, so.
Oh, okay, good. That won't help you then.
No, without your glasses, I'm saying.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Go on.
so yeah, the first building.
That was the situation.
Yeah, that was one we hadn't seen before back in February.
But to tell them a fun story here, we did have an interesting experience.
He did.
The second day before we left. No, we both did.
No, because are you talking about the lady from Argentina?
No.
Oh.
Then the so.
Oh yeah.
We got to see a penthouse unit the second day. I had asked my realtor to show it to us, and the first day that we planned on she was going to show us things, we couldn't see it, and she's like, "Let me try and get it the next day since you're still going to be here." So she could, so we went to see it. So we went to see it. Very nice, whatever. And the owner, who was supposed to meet us, let's say at 11 a.m., wasn't there at 11. But the tenant was there, so she let us in. Really nice
Lady.
Chinese girl, very nice. She showed us around. And
does that matter?
No, I'm just saying, whatever, it doesn't matter. But but the point is, yeah, but the style, the decoration of the interior was very Chinese or Japanese or one of those things. I would say more Japanese
because of the sliding doors.
So maybe the girl was Japanese, whatever.
Either way, she didn't design the place.
No, but fine. But anyway, really nice, beautiful. It was on the 16th floor, which was the top floor of that thing. You had a great view of the intercoastal water. Really nice.
And there was a little island in the middle.
So when we were done looking at everything in that unit, we then left. And as we're leaving, my realtor's phone rings, and it's the owner. And she says, I'm downstairs. Where are you? Oh, well, we said we were supposed to meet 20 minutes ago. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, she said, don't worry. You don't need to come up. We're coming down now. So we went downstairs, met with the lady, blah, 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 the owner. But before all that happened, let's go back to when we were in the unit. The tenant tells us, she says, yeah, I'm moving to another unit in this building, but I'm staying in the building. I like the building, but not the unit. I said, you know, what's the problem? You know, what's the deal? This looks like a really nice unit. She said, the unit's really nice. The problem is the owner. She said she is the most terrible owner. She said she always, when something stops working or isn't working well, she always says, it's my fault, it broke because I did something wrong. She's impossible to get a hold of, and when I do get a hold of her, she talks to me like I'm garbage, etc., etc. So we went downstairs and met the owner. She says, I hope you like my unit. I said, oh yeah, it's really nice. We shook her hand, or whatever, thank you, thanks for letting us see it. Then we walked to the side, to a room a little,
away.
Yeah, away from the area, but still in the building. And we sat down with the realtor and just talked about numbers and paperwork and all that. And then as we're leaving, let's say 20 minutes later or so, there is the owner by the front door of that unit with another couple just like us, and she was about to take them up and show them the unit. And we were thinking, and I commented to Dalesha, I said,
your mom.
and with my mom, both of them, I commented to both, and I said, those poor people are never going to get to hear what we got to hear about the owner, because the owner's right there, so the tenant's not going to say it in front of them. I thought, isn't that terrible? Doesn't that suck?
Yeah.
What luck we had, but
yeah.
And the owner was she's a pretty scary looking woman. She looked like a
well, she wasn't scary looking. She was just
gypsy hippie,
different.
And she overweight. Style. She was overweight. Her hair was a mess. She just was.
To me, her hair reminded me of, like, I don't know, back in the day hairstyle, the big, where they used to tease their hair with the big hair.
That's different. Those would be all up. Hers was
I'm
down
saying,
and
yeah,
out.
hers was down, but the top in front of her hair was up. It was big.
Yeah. She looked like a gypsy hippie,
kinda
like
lady.
tarot card reading kind of person. Those kind of people.
Yeah,
Medium.
and she had a smoker's voice to me.
She did. She was gross. That's okay.
Bright red lipstick.
She was disgusting.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say all that, but
she was a gross person. That's okay. Gross people
no,
are okay to be.
All of that, we don't know her personally. We just know what we heard. So, but anyway, so the building was nice, and so the second one we saw was, that one was all right too. We already seen that one before, but this unit we saw was kind of, it felt tighter. Like the hallway felt close together. The closet doors, you couldn't open them at the same time. And so with that one, that was we call it the golf course unit, but what's the name?
The name of the building doesn't matter. I mean, the building's name is Coronado. It's in Aventura.
I mean, if somebody's ever watching this and wanna, I don't know.
Coronado. I don't know how you say it in English, but
okay.
Yeah, that's a nice. That was the building.
They're
is
still
nice.
working on it.
Still working on it. They've been working on it since February. At least when we saw it last, they were working on it. And they're still working on it now.
So, but I think it's gonna be nice when they're done. So, but at least they're choosing to work on the building,
right?
Versus the other building, yeah. And the carpet they had in that hallway was much thinner. So if something did happen, it wouldn't be like.
And carpet, I don't think. Just to repeat, just to clarify, I don't think carpet is a problem if you have a working air conditioner.
And you're not in
if you don't have
Miami,
something to,
Florida.
No, in Miami it's okay.
No, but I'm saying there's always.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, there's always the risk of flood.
If you have on the second floor, but above the second floor, there's no risk of flood. As long as you have an air conditioner to condition and suck the humidity out of the air, then the carpet's going to be okay. And as soon as it breaks, especially if it's in July or September, you have to go and get a new one and fix it. I mean, get the new furnace immediately. And if you don't, you're headed for problems. But that's just part of living in Miami. I mean,
yeah.
And for some reason, I had the feeling that second floor air conditioner had not been working for some time. I didn't get the impression that it all of a sudden just broke that day and they were on it to go fix it. No, I don't think so.
Oh, and by the way, the first building we saw, if you watched the video, had 2 doors, which was different. But yeah, so back to the golf course building. That's nice. We liked it a lot, and I liked it because I don't know. I just really liked the view of, like, if we had the unit, it was the view of the golf course.
It's a very nice golf course.
Like a lot of space.
It's got a walking or jogging path that goes all the way around it, and it's very nice and
grassy areas.
Quiet and calm. Yeah, it's nice. But the problem with that one is that the building has decided that everybody must sign a 2-year lease, nothing less than 2 year, which if we bought in that building, I don't have a problem with. The problem is, in our case...
We wanted to know. We wanted to get a feel for...
Well, right. We don't need 2 years to get a feel for Miami. We only needed 1 year to determine if we really want... And locking ourselves into 2 years, if we decide after a year and 2 months that we hate it, we're still stuck for another 10 months. I mean, so that's just... that's unnecessary.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I really liked it, and then I finally got him on board liking it, because for a while you didn't like it. And we could go back to videos if you want to sit here and tell them that you did.
I liked the building. I just didn't like that it was like, a mile away from the beach.
Yeah, his whole thing about Miami for the longest was the beach. Everything had to be with the beach involved.
Hey.
I'm not a beach person, so I wasn't really caring.
I've grown.
I just mainly wanted to be down there because it seemed like, he wanted to go there, so I was like, okay, cool. I was thinking I would run into more people, more social events to start the modeling thing or the acting, because here in Springfield, that's not something that's, you have to go to Chicago or St. Louis. So
we had a good time though.
Yeah.
It was worth it. Good learning experience.
Now we're thinking, if you've seen the videos before the Miami one, if not, go back. The Peoria one, that was a really nice building, so definitely check that out.
And we've decided that we're going to move to the building in Peoria. We're just waiting for something to come back on the market, because the unit that we saw like 4, but the unit that we happen to fall in love with. I
call it the 50 Shades of Grey unit, just because of the color scheme, and it looks very masculine.
Very modern, very very nice looking, very urban. But the problem is that unit only was on the market for 2 days, and yeah. So anyway,
it got snatched up.
It got snatched up very quickly. So we need to wait again, but that's okay. We're not in a rush. We're not in a hurry. So as soon as something comes open, I told our realtor, as long as there's a 2-bedroom and it's in the good tower, just let us know. And
yeah, because there's 2 towers.
2 towers. So we're and then we'll come and we'll buy and we'll start the moving process and. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan.
I don't know. There was something about Peoria when we got there. I just really liked it, and it was just great. So make sure y'all go check out that video.
Definitely.
Check out the other videos if you haven't watched when we went to Miami. It was really fun, and just like even though it didn't work out with moving down there, it was a nice end of the summer trip, seeing family and his friend, and it was just fun.
Except for my friend part. No, that was fun. But seeing my family was better.
So yeah.
But it was good, and I don't think that it was just to be clear, this is not. Even though it didn't work out, I kind of think that kind of sounds a little bit negative. I think everything worked out in the end because we got closure. We put everything into perspective, and we settled on what makes most sense to us. It took us 2 trips of going down there and everything, but we have everything confirmed and clear in our head. So that's good, and now we can move on to some better things. So
Yeah. By the way, we were told that we couldn't have puppies in those in those buildings unless it was service animals. So that also sucks. But in Peoria, we can have a puppy.
you can have a puppy, and
So
that would be nice. So anyway,
we hope you enjoyed this video, and
all the
like-
ones that preceded it.
yeah, I was gonna say, like I said, check out the rest that go with this, so you can kind of get, an understanding of what we're talking about.
And if you have any more questions, or any questions at all, not anymore, but any questions about Miami or in more detail, or what we saw, or you want me or her to clarify anything,
Leave them down below.
leave them down below, and we can definitely, because there's more to it, but I don't want to.
Yeah, we don't want to make it too long, because we're good for doing that.
She is, not me.
No, you are.
Okay.
Anyway, and then you want to tell them our realtor's name, in case anybody come across this video. So,
Okay, fine. If you do go to Miami, or you're thinking about moving to let's say Miami or Fort Lauderdale area, any of that area, her name is Shira Malka, Shira, and her last name is Malka. Fantastic woman. She's been in the area for 22 years. Very, very nice. Works very hard, and we all liked her a lot. She's a very good woman, and I saved her number because I told her if one day we decided we want to come down there and move, you're the lady we're gonna call.
Yeah,
so,
and if anything, does she have like a link,
No, but you can find her. Just type her in Google or on Zillow. I mean, you'll find her. Shira Malka. You can find her. And if not, worst case, if anybody's really interested, leave a comment and I'll put it in the description, or I can.
Yeah,
I'll respond to your comment. I don't want to put her thing out there if nobody's interested.
Yeah.
But if somebody's
I was
interested,
just
let me know.
like pinning it to the top, but okay. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Share the channel with your friends and family, and turn on that post notification bell.
Yeah, every Monday and Wednesday we upload, so we'll see y'all later.
Good night.